Hi, it's Andy Lockwood from College Funding Specialists, and I wanted to talk to you really quickly about this study that I just got wind of yesterday that is really disturbing. This is something that College Pete and I have never really seen, although we understand why. We were just kind of both blown away by the statistics. Apparently, up to one third, that's one out of every three, of all students who fill out the paperwork and are told they're eligible for a Pell Grant, generally given to low-income families, but not always. About one out of every three of these students never end up getting the money that they deserve. This is nuts. Why do you think that is? Well, the study that was done by the College Access and Success organization study indicates that where the families fall down is in that they are selected for a process called verification. Verification is like an audit, when you're asked to provide some backup documentation to support the information that you put on the financial aid form. So it's not quite as bad as an audit, but it's a little, it's a little tricky, it's a little dicey. So if you make some mistakes on the FAFSA, then there's a very good chance that you will be selected for an audit, a verification. This is a trend that is increasing as schools have their endowments cut and the state schools have their budgets cut. So the reason that these audited or these verified students don't get the money, according to the study, is that they showed widespread confusion about their eligibility and what they needed to do next. So they were confused and they just blew it off. Well, here's the problem. When a school issues a financial aid award, typically it's not just one thing. So in this case, they were offering a Pell Grant and probably some other money as well. But if the students couldn't, complete the process by providing the backup documentation, then the school kind of gets a break and doesn't have to give out that money. And a lot of times the parents come up with that money on their own some other way. It should be no newsflash, especially if you've been, getting our blogs and our emails for any period of time. College Pete and I say this all the time. Schools are a business. They are in the business of getting money from you as much as they possibly can to attend their school. And you, of course, have the opposite goal. You want to go for the least amount out of pocket as you possibly can get away with. So what that means is that you need to take this process, if you get flagged for verification, you need to take this process very, very seriously and pay very close attention and scrutinize what they're asking you for. It's usually tax returns, usually bank statements, there might be some other explanations. It's complicated, a little bit complicated, but you should be able to do okay. There's just a handful of landmines you want to make sure that you avoid when you're trying to get more money out of the school. So here's a good way for you to get some more information on how the whole verification and the negotiation process works and a whole lot more. We have 3 workshops coming up. Pete's doing one tonight, July 28th, in Weston, and there's still some availability left. He's got another one tomorrow night in Pinecrest that looks like it's a little bit overbooked right now. Usually we get a couple no-shows, so I'm not worried about it. Tonight's the night to go. I'm in New York. I'll be doing one in a couple of weeks on Long Island, and I'll make an announcement about that. So if you're concerned about getting more money and the application process and making sure you don't get hosed by the financial aid office or the Department of Education, now is the time to start thinking about this stuff, and please go to one of the workshops that we have coming up. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for your time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.